Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, where we discuss all things Manchester United. Apologies on the slight lateness. StreamYard have moved things around, so I was trying to find the intro video. But big up to everyone who's joined over from the raid from Troops TV. Shout out to the OG Troops. Big up Lewis Months, or the Back Again community as well. But we're here to talk solely about Manchester United. As you can see from the title, INEOS on the clock. This transfer window, they need to be making movements, and that's incomings as well as outgoings as well. So I'll be discussing all of those things. Also get into your questions as well in the chat, people. But before I continue, big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. Hope everyone's doing blessed on this Monday as well. I hope everybody is good. And why is this playing? Right, I know, just lock that off. But please run up the likes, you lot. When you enter the city of sarcasm, make sure you run up the likes. Pay the tax when you enter the city. So hit the like button on the video. So important you do that because it helps. Make sure you share this out across all the socials. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter. Yes, it's flawless on Instagram, people. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter. Yes, it's flawless on Instagram. Retweet and like on Twitter. Share from the Instagram. Follow my new Twitter as well. You see it at Sarcasm City TV on those socials as well. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Sarcasm City TV. Let's get up to, we'll go 15,205. I'm only asking for 3 more subscribers. There's over 180 of you lot in here. I'm only 3 short of the target, people. So 3 more subscribers, and as for the likes, let's get up to 50 likes because the likes ain't liking right now. Let's get up to 50 likes. We're 45 short, people. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Real King every single time. And this shows later because Back Again was nearly 4 hours, people. So that's why. Big up Warrior J, kind enough to drop some of the information and some of the news in the chat. So I'm just starring that as well as we speak. Big up Tyrell Gunner. Again, shout out to my G King. Big up Jared as well. Sham, big up to you as well. Yeah, man, it wasn't me messing around, man. It was not me messing around. But before I get to INEOS on the clock, because this kind of all stems from them as well, let's see what it's saying in the chat. So this is the United squad. So Manchester United players who have reported for preseason training today: Ahmad, Amas, Collier, Cunha, Dalit, Fredrickson, Heaton, Heaven, Diego Leon, Mano, Maserari, Mount, Onana, Shaw, Xerxes. See, that squad ain't that bad. Obviously, that's not the full team, but I'm talking, and players will be added, of course. To mention Bruno and Dalot have been given an additional week off because of the tragic passing of Diogo Jota and Andre Jota, so that makes all the sense in the world. But look at that team. That team is, take Mount, Onana, and Shaw out of it. That is not a bad squad. Ahmad, we know his qualities. Amas, young left wing back. Collier, decent central midfielder. Cunha, we know his quality. Same with Dalit. Fredrickson, young centre back. Tom Heaton, third choice goalkeeper. Heaven, I'm sold on. I think he's a top quality player. Diego Leon, obviously, that's an unknown quantity. We know about Mano's quality. Maz is just consistently good. Xerxes. Like, again, it's not the worst to work for. Of course, players are going to be added, like in regards for players to come back. And also, we should be making signings to add to that too. But overall, it isn't that bad. And here's another thing. Stuff like this. Let me get to this. Rasmus Højlund wants to stay at Manchester United. They'll only leave the club if the club decide to sell him. And that's from Fabrizio Romano. So how about we just sell him then? Again, take the power out of his hands. He can want to stay at Manchester United all he wants. I get it. I fully understand why Rasmus Højlund would want to stay at Manchester United. I fully get that. Fully get it. However, it says here only if the club decide to sell him. Why are we trying to keep Højlund? Why are we not trying to move on players who have underperformed here severely? It's not like it's a little drop-off. Højlund's been here 2 years, people, and has got his first season, talk about being poor. His second season was worse. So why are we not trying to sell him? I don't understand. What is the pros and positives to keeping him? He's not going. There's no evidence to suggest he's going to get better. He's been here 24 months. You've seen enough of him to go, all right, you can gauge the level he's at. And he's gotten worse. So what's stopping him from being worse in his third season than he was this just past in the second season? What's stopping him? What is stopping him? Like, I don't understand why, like, this is even... No, it shouldn't be news because we should be actively trying to sell him. And even he understands that that's why he's saying he'll only leave if the club decide to sell him. Even he understands, if you're comfortable in your position, you're like, the club ain't gonna sell me. I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm calm. What is going on? Yeah. The DJ says it makes no sense, no potential shown at this point. Like you said, he's gotten worse. Exactly that. Also, first season was horrendous. People forget the first 3 months, and he got worse after that, Ghana. He got worse, as bad as he was. And to DJ, I agree with this. He can want to stay, but we need to take control of things. Exactly. To Mapuku, who says it's bad, bro. What's bad? That squad's not that bad that I just named. That group of players is not terrible. That group of players, the only ones I would say and of course there's more to come back. I presume you're talking about this, is Mount, Onana, and Shaw. None of those players there to me, outside of those three, are bad players. Of course, there's not a goalkeeper there, and not all the positions are filled. But I'm talking as an overall group in terms of quality. That is not bad. It's not the best. It's not great, but it isn't bad. It's far from bad. With Delit, let's say Delit, Fredrickson, and Maz is your back three. Oh no, Heaven's there. So Delit, Maz, Heaven is your back three. Amas is your wing backs. Collier, obviously the midfield where it falls down. Mbeumo, Xerxes is a front three. The only things that are terrible there, and that's just an 11 out of there, and of course they're going to add to that, is the goalkeeper and the midfield. But Cunha, Mbeumo, Xerxes front three is not the worst thing in the world. It's a good front three. The back three I just named, wing back school as well. I personally don't think it's bad. That's just me though. But it does need to be improved on. Yeah, Heaven and Euro, like it's not. I don't think, to this, I don't think the Calvert-Lewin thing, I pay it no attention whatsoever. For Amrim's system, it's bad. No right wing back depth. Amas and Leon depth for Dogu probably. No, the thing is, Ghana, I was talking specifically about just that core. So I didn't mention Dogu because he hadn't come back. For those that may have missed what I said at the start, I was talking about specifically about the players who have reported for preseason training. And as I was listing the names, I was saying overall, this is not bad. Of course, players are going to come back. Of course, transfers are going to be added. How many that is, I don't know. The players who are out, hopefully they don't come back. Of course, it goes down when the likes of Bruno, Dalot, and Hoyland come back, for example. Maguire as well. But I'm saying overall, this set of players is not the worst. The back five is calm. The front three you got, this is calm. It's just the goalkeeper and Sancho midfield. To show we are not that far away. We just need to do 3 or 4 signings. Add in an Mbeumo, add in a striker, midfielders, goalkeeper, and you're set. That's not really difficult to do. We signed 5 players the last summer window, because we got Delit, Euro, Maz, Xerxes. Am I missing someone? Agate. Go get 5 again. And that 5 didn't cost a lot, if I remember correctly. Euro was 60, Delit was 40, Xerxes, I think, was 45, Agate was 60, and Maz was 12. So what is it? And we sold, I think we spent, like 200 million plus, but then we bought in 100 million plus. So we only lost out. And when I say lost out, there's only 100 gone out. And I'm not asking for that amount of money to be spent. Just less than that. I'm saying actually it might probably be similar. No, actually it wouldn't be. Yeah, probably be similar. But then we should be selling more. We got more players to sell this window. So therefore, if we do the business right, say, yeah. Because outside of Agate, I like them signings. He's the only one I look at and go, you weren't value for money. That's it. That's it. Again, no, he doesn't trust him. But I have excluded Amarim from the group. I was just talking about it overall. That's all. If we can't get Mateta, just keep Xerxes up front. Him, Cunha, and Mbeumo has the potential to play some serious football. Absolutely, I agree. But the manager won't pick him. But the next manager might. Big up to Beans and Toast as well, people. Shout out Beans and Toast. And you lot continue to get your questions in as well. And let's run up the likes. Tamapuga says we only bought 1 player. You are damn right we only bought 1 player. And that's why I titled this. Because INEOS is on the clock. When do we actually fully turn on these lot? Is it when they don't do the business? Like, when do we be like, all right, INEOS are useless, or INEOS are incompetent, or INEOS are just not good at their job? I'm genuinely asking you, like, in the chat, United fans in particular. Forget rivals. I'm asking United fans in particular. When will the penny drop that these lot are just not that good? I've been saying this for the longest now. Is it if we have a bad window, is it that? If we have a dreadful window, is it all right? These lot ain't it. Because we was promised, we was promised a great Christmas. And now it's Christmas and there's no presents under the tree. And it's, it's closing in on it's the 1st of December. I'm not seeing under the Christmas tree. I ain't seeing too much. I don't like it. I don't like what's going on. I really, really don't. And I haven't liked it for the longest. And the one thing they actually done well, and I praised them for, is transfers. And now look what's going on. Why no players been sold? Why is there? I keep stating this. Players want out. We want to sell players. Clubs are interested. So it's us getting in the way then. It's us getting in the way. What are we doing? Big up to Chelsea as well. And yeah, speaking of this, here we go. Wait, is it this? No, not this one. Not an Edison. Sancho as well. This seems to pop up every day. Says an agreement on personal terms for Jadon Sancho and Juventus isn't far away. On the club side, Manchester United want 30 million euros, which is like 21 million pounds. And Juventus want to pay around 25 million euros. They want to pay 25 million euros, which would be, let me actually check that. I know 30 million euros is 21. 25 million euros. Let's see. In pounds. Oh, 25. Oh, right. 25 million euros in pounds is 21 million. I got it right. So what's 30 million euros then? 30 million euros is 20. See, look, if this is true, it's 4 million. Well, look, that's the difference. They want to pay, we want 25 million pounds, and they're willing to pay 21. Just take the money. I don't know how reliable at Core Sport is, but just take the money. Like, just take the bread. Like, it's a good deal for him. And we get him off the wage books, and you can reinvest that 20 million to the squad. And you got 5 million from Chelsea. So it's not 20 million. Technically, it's 26. Which you got the 5 from Chelsea. So you are getting your price that you reportedly want. Again, we're just using that Core Sport as a reference here. How reliable this is, I don't know. Just take the money. It's good money for him. You get your 25 M's. And then you got 4 other players to sell. And like I keep saying, if we can get 100 million or north of 100 million for the 5 of them, good. For Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony, Malacia, or round about that. Anything 100 million, 110, 120, great business. You could probably get a little bit more. You could probably get a 30 for a Garnacho. Yeah, 30 for Rashford. 25 for Anthony. Probably 10 million for Malacia or 5 million for him. Good business. What's that? 30, that's 60. 20 for Sancho, 80. 25 for Anthony, that's what, 105. And then 5 for Malacia. It's 110 million. So 110 million. Barada needs sacking Premier League by 2028. Fantasy. Mark says, why is Onana still? I thought that was Henry VIII for a second. I'm about to say that's a very interesting profile picture, but it's not. Why is Onana and Højlund still at the club? Because our club's incompetence. That's why. Flawless, I question. I think I know your answer already, but I still asked last season. You said you want youth players to start. Would you want to see Diego Leon to start a game? Why not? Let's see what he's got. We're in it's not like we're in a title race or we're chasing down the title or chasing down top 4. Play him. He might be better than Dorgu. Maybe you play him left wing back and Dorgu you move to right wing back. We need all the potential options we could get. Maybe he's a revelation. Maybe he catches teams off guard because he's an unknown quantity. Play him. I would definitely play him. Without doubt. Mark says, Mbeumo will either walk or sacked after the first 10 games. I don't see him walking. And I don't see them sacking him either. Because then they'd have to admit they made a mistake. They ain't sacking him 10 games in. Because 10 games in is 1 month. I'm not saying he shouldn't be sacked, because if results are bad, I hear it, he shouldn't be here now. However, I'm looking at it right now. So 10 games takes us to 1 second. Where we at? So we start Arsenal. So Arsenal at home, Fulham away, Burnley at home, City away, Chelsea at home, Brentford away. Sunderland at home. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After Liverpool away, it's Brighton at home, and then Forest away is the 10th game. Yeah, they ain't sacking him the 1st of November. They ain't sacking him the 1st of November. And then I'm seeing here there's an international break as well. Well, there's 2 international breaks. Because there's one between Sunderland and Liverpool. So we're playing Liverpool halfback. So you can forget about him getting sacked. They ain't sacking him after and leading the interim manager into the Liverpool game. I doubt that. International break, then it's Spurs away, and then there's a break for Everton at home. Maybe then. Just trying to see if there's any more breaks. Nah, that's it. That's the only one I can think of. That's it. I'm having a look here. Yeah, Tottenham, 8th of November. They won't sack him after Forest. I mean, after Liverpool or Forest. And he don't walk either. He's got too much pride. He won't walk. He won't. No, in my opinion. Keeper, easiest fix at the club. These owners need to sit and watch a few games. Don't even have to sign anyone too good, and you're putting a decent few more points on the board. Keeper is the easiest fix. But for some reason, there seems to be this what's the word I'm looking for? This idea it's a good idea to keep Onana. Why? Why are we looking to keep Onana? Again, like the Hoyland thing, Onana's done nothing in the 2 years here to make you go, yeah, keep him. He's been dreadful. Move him on. He wasn't an INEOS signing. So you move him on and you go and get a goalkeeper, whether that's an Emi Martinez, whether that's a Milinkovic-Savic or somebody else. You only need a goalkeeper to come in and be competent and do the basics. Oh, say the 10 games again. Did I break up? My bad. Say it again. So, did I break up for the rest of you lot? My apologies. It might have been because I hit the mic. So, Arsenal at home, Fulham away, Burnley at home, City away, Chelsea at home, Brentford away, Sunderland at home, Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Forest away. So that's United's first 10. That is a very, very, very tough 10 games. Take out the newly promoted sides, that's tough. Arsenal at home is tough. Fulham away, tough. City away, tough. Chelsea at home, tough. Brentford, we'll see how they look, but it'll probably be tough. Liverpool away, tough. Brighton at home, tough. Nottingham Forest away, tough. Literally named like 8 games, 7 to 8 games. Yeah, it could be peak. He could be on the chopping block early. You know what I'm saying? And that he could be on the chopping block early. The Animal says, Palace fan here, you won't get Mateta, guys. Sorry. I don't think we get Mateta because we're not daft enough to, we're stupid enough to not go in for him. Go try and sign him. Go offer money and see what gets said. Worst they can say is, nah, we don't want to sell. And then you go, okay, cool. But I'll take Mateta in a heartbeat. Are we signing Mateta? Hell no. We ain't signing Mateta because there's been no links to him whatsoever. I said 3 points out of a possible thing. You don't think we beat? Let me see. We got Leeds at home. No, not Leeds at home. I tell a lie. Sorry. Whoa. Burnley at home. Sunderland at home. I can't lie. They're the only 2 games hand on heart I can say we win. Again, things can change because of how we're constructed in other teams, but they're the only 2 games in our first 10 that I think, yeah, we'll win both of those games. 2 out of 10 is nasty work, you know. Nasty work. So even if we win those 2, unless could have like 10 points after 10 games or 12 points after 10 games or something like that. Because what, 2 wins would take you to 6. And then let's say we win 3 of the others. We're saying what? 8, what? 8, actually, you know what? Wait, yeah, 18 points after 10 games is a horrible return. Fuck. Because it's a possible day. Nah, actually, it's not horrible because it's over half. It's over half. So, yeah, it's... Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck yeah, hell. Sheik, you about? I was going to run it solo. Don't know about sending you the link. Give me a second, Sheik. Give me a second. I got you, family. I got you. This is just... What? Huh? It's nonsense. Hey, 50 likes, you lot, man. Before I carry on, you lot here clearly enjoying my misery. Hey, 50 likes. We're only at 35. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. What we doing, man? Hit the subscribe button as well. What we doing? What is going on? You lot don't be out here taking liberties. Don't be taking liberties. What we doing? What are we doing? Run up these damn likes. Make sure. Nah, it's all good, Sheik. I got you. Because you asked, so I know you probably got something to say. Give me a second. Give me a sec. And I didn't start someone again. I might have missed a couple of questions as well. But if Amarin can't get wins, that losses in the amount of games is going to finish him. His record in the Prem this year was abysmal. Absolutely abysmal, yes. Absolutely abysmal. Awful. He did fail the probation period, but his ownership decided to keep him. Only would Manchester United keep someone who failed in their probation period. And then we was told it was because of players who was going to be coming in, players that were going to be sold, and training. So we're back in training now. What? We're back in training now. What? Now everyone who's commenting in the chat is subscribed. Beans and toast. Everybody's subscribed because it's subscriber mode. So you gotta be subscribed to be in the chat. That's what it is. But you lot, 3 more subscribers. I think I asked for. Yeah, it's 15,205. The animal who says, "Would you take Evan Ferguson?" No, I wouldn't take Evan Ferguson. I don't even know where is Evan Ferguson. We still at Brighton because he was hot property a couple of years ago, and then he kind of just fell off. I know he got injured. I think. Oh, he got injured. I hear you, King. Says Flawless. I'm about to get Flawless. I'm starting to get more agitated with the board. I hear you. I hear you. That's why I titled it this, because they're on the clock. You got time to shut me and anyone who's doubting you up by doing the business. And I hold my hands up and say, hey, props. They go get Mbeumo, striker, midfielder, goalkeeper. I go, hey, props. Props. That's what I do. Because I'm like that. Like, if I get presented with new evidence, I'll go, hey, props to you. I called that wrong. I didn't see that. Like Mattel, like Steve asked in the chat, oh, I thought you didn't rate Mattel. Yeah, because 2 years ago, he was performing poorly. And then he had the season he had, not this season, just gone the season before. I thought it was a fluke. And then he backed it up and had an even better season. And then I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I was like, props to you. I was like, hey, props like Dembele. I've been criticizing him for years. This season was on it. Did the business. So I'm not going to be like, hey, he's still terrible, da-da-da. Nah, none of that. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Not like, I'll give props where it's due, and the same with this board. If they do what they're supposed to, I'll go, hey, props. Without doubt. Amarim didn't fail the club's probation period. He failed the fan base supposed probation period. No, he failed the club's, or he failed part of it, because even Barada said himself, we didn't expect to be 15th. So therefore, he failed. The talk wasn't 15th. So where did he, so Josie, where did he succeed? That's what I want to know. Where did he succeed? Just tell me. That's what I want to know. If he didn't, he failed their probation period. Of course he did. Because he didn't succeed anywhere. Like I've mentioned, the 15th place. That was not in the plan. Not winning back-to-back games, that wasn't in the plan. Worst ever season we've had in the Premier League period wasn't in the plan. Minus 11 goal difference wasn't in the plan. Where did he succeed? That's what I want to know. Where did you tell me? Please tell me where he actually succeeded. That's what I want to know. Yo, they've switched up everything on here, you know. This shit is confusing. It's confusing as a motherfucker. Big up Sheik as well. Yeah, we got it right. Yes, Sheik, what you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Besides football, of course. Like, yeah, just been enjoying the rest of whatever this break is. But I mean, our players are back now to preseason and all that. But before we obviously get into that, how you been, bro? Flawless. Make sure you guys run into likes and subscribe and everything, man. I feel like it's been a minute because I've been working a lot.
Smoking a minute still.
Yeah. So I've been working a lot. There's been so many news and stuff that's been coming out. But yeah, man. I mean, where do I begin? Can I ask you a question, Flawless?
Of course.
Did we finish 15th last season or no?
Yeah, we did finish 15 plus.
Are you sure?
Yeah, correct.
Are you sure?
I'm fully correct.
Like, did we lose a European final last season?
We also lost the European final to Spurs.
Did we give Spurs like a trophy after 17 years? Like, did we do that?
We did give Spurs a trophy after 17 years.
Oh, yes. Okay. Because I think I don't know. It just seems like our club doesn't know that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We're taking a month to sign a player, bro. Like, we're taking 1 month to sign a player, and we have to sign so many other positions. So I don't know what to say, bro. Like last year I said our window was a 4 out of 10. I don't know where to start with this one. Like I genuinely don't know where to start with this window. We signed one player. And we're hearing, there's so many reports I have to get into, bro. Like we're hearing Rasmus Højlund wants to stay, this and that.
Yeah, it's all
It's
well and
it's
good,
a
man.
it's a shit show. Why are we like,
He
yeah,
wants to
why,
say no, no shit. You know what I'm saying?
of
I want to stay
course.
with Margot. I want to stay with Margot Robbie. Guess what? Yeah, and what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
What does that
What does
mean?
that mean? It doesn't mean anything, bro. Like, genuinely, did we finish 15th like last season? Because it doesn't feel like we did. It feels
There's
like
a there's a
everything,
strong,
bro.
strong lack of urgency. It seems.
Strong,
It
like
seems like we
very
didn't.
more hella emphasis on the strong, bro. Because like one player so far. By the way, this player hasn't even come in yet. Like he's not even in the club yet, and we're still negotiating. What are we negotiating? Just pay the money. Like at this point, just pay the money. We've let all our other transfer like targets. We started off with Delap, as a striker. Gyökeres, it looks like he's going to Arsenal. So is there just no one else? I seen that Galatasaray put up a bid of 50 million. Can we not put a bid of 50 million? What is going on for
Maybe
Osimhen?
Flashman.
Yeah, for Osimhen, there was a tweet that
Hmm.
Fabrizio dropped today saying that they put up 50 plus 5. Obviously, it's not going to be accepted. And I think they're going to end up putting more. But start somewhere. You've talked about this so many times, Paul. It's like, start somewhere, bro. Like, I don't get how we're just like acting like nothing's wrong. We're about to go into the preseason with majority of the squad that we had that played in that European final and got us 15th last season. And everyone is just fine. And INEOS this, INEOS that. The same people who asked for structure are the same people who are now giving them time and being like, oh, like this is hard for them to turn around and we need to do this, we need to do that. No, like call them out, bro. Like it's a shit show. It's been a shit show. These guys act like like I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like we've been on INEOS's case since the beginning, and it's like it's kind of showing right now. And every single time that we've been calling them out for all these decisions that they've made, a lot of the times we were critical for them because we were critical of them for what was it, the managerial like appointments and not sacking managers at the right time. Bro, it's just like I don't know what's going on at this point. I genuinely don't know what to say. We've overpaid for everyone. It doesn't matter at this point. That's what I'm saying. Overpaid what? So what is it that
That's what
Brentford
I
are
wanted to
asking
get to.
for?
That's what I want to get to. So let me get to this. To wrap up, Haven, who says can't overpay for Mbeumo. We have to set a president. What I say, let me ask you, wrap up. What is overpaying in your mind? What price is too much? Let's say, yeah, let me know what price is too much, because the latest bid, I believe, was 55 and 10, if I'm correct. So it's 65 million overall. So it's 55 and then 10 million in add-ons, depending on what it is. So let me ask you, wrap up. What's too much for Mbeumo? What's he not worth? What's the deal? Right, let us know. And to Deaf Intervals, shout out to you. Says we've overpaid for everyone. It doesn't matter at this point. Here, the thing is with this overpaying thing, people only talk about overpaying when the player is not successful. There's a reason nobody talks about Van Dijk's price tag. Bear in mind, at the time, I believe he was one of the most expensive defenders in the league.
He was the most expensive.
He was the most expensive. So why don't nobody talk about Van Dijk at that point, going from Southampton to Liverpool? Why now does nobody talk about it? Why for the last few years does nobody mention his price tag? You know why nobody
mentioned for
Alisson?
Alisson. They paid a lot for Alisson, goalkeeper too. Man City paid a lot for Guardiola. I think Guardiola is the most expensive center back.
Yeah, I think it's like 100 M's or something.
Yeah, something like that. And then look, like they ended up winning league title. They still won the league title when they signed him, and he's been quality for them. I'd take Guardiola at our club today, like no problem. But again, it's just like overpaying. How much of a difference are we talking about though? That's the question. So if you're saying that if we pay an extra 5 million, we're overpaying for Mbeumo. Like, let's say we put up a bid of 60 plus 10. Let's say we put a bid of 60 plus 10. Like, is that overpaying? So 5 extra million is overpaying. Is that what the conversation's about? 5 extra million. And I know you mentioned this on Back Again too, because I was watching it. Elanga going to Newcastle, we get a sell-on clause for that. So I think Brentford are looking at that and being like, okay, since you are getting money from the whole, Elanga sale, if that does go through, then maybe they're asking for more money there. Cool. We had 5 million for Sancho.
Right. So to get to this, to wrap up, Haven says no more than 65 million. So you think that, all right, so if it was 66 million, that's too much? I think this is crazy.
Are you saying 65 million just as like without add-ons? Wrap up Haven. Is that what you're saying? 65 million without
combined. I think he's saying combined.
But that's what we've put in right now. Like we put in 55 plus 10 right now, and they've rejected it.
Now to
I
wrap
go
up,
as
Haven, who says no more than 65 million. So yeah, is that to Sheik's question? Is that overall? Is that added? So you don't think he's worth 66 million?
considering the GNA that he got last year. If you're comparing him to Rasmus Højlund and all the other players that we bought, Mbeumo is a lot more prem proven. He's scored more goals than both those guys. Anthony, Rasmus Højlund, all these guys. I don't think that's crazy. Putting 60 and let's say 60 plus 10 even to the most part. 60 plus 10 considering what these add-ons really are. If we're going to get into the Champions League, this and that. Bro, it's Mbeumo. Like it's a guy who got what 20 goals last season for Brentford. He had
I
his
say
best
no more.
ever season. Like, come on now. And we need these players. Having Cunha and Mbeumo on our wings makes it a lot easier for us to not go out there and get the top striker. Not saying that we shouldn't go out there and get a top striker, but we're okay with getting someone like a Mateta. I'd even go as far and say we're okay with someone getting like a Watkins currently at this moment. Because I know Cunha and Mbeumo will make Watkins better. The amount of chances that we will create.
To wrap up, do you think we overpaid for Cunha?
That was his release clause, to be fair. So
nah, but I just want to know because he said you can't overpay. Because I think it's crazy to say 65 million is too much for Mbeumo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No more than 65 million. I think 60, and there's no report saying it is. What are we doing out here? No more than they understand the. Does he come in and offer 65 million worth of player or 66 or 70? Yes, he does. All this penny pinching.
Says like Onana looks like he's going to possibly stay. A lot of these players look like they're possibly going to stay, bro. Like honestly, Flaws, like wrap the season, bro. Like it's done already before it's already even really started. And you know what the reality is that these guys are here for a while now, man. And it's like I genuinely can't trust them in terms of any sort of decision. So like it's we've gone through a season of us being 15th, the worst that we've seen in a very, very long time, right? Last time we probably saw a worse season like this was probably when we got relegated, and I haven't even seen that with my own eyes. But it's just like if you finish 15th this year, and if you have this terrible of a season, what worse do we have to do in order for this board to start making decisions, bro? Because again, they have 10-hour meetings. They were having 10-hour meetings last year to sack a manager, and still ended up not sacking a manager. And when it comes to buying players too, last season, yes, we gave them credit on some of the players that they signed because those players were our better players last season in that shit show of a season. But it's also like we finished 15th. We're acting like we're trying to make a jump to get to top 4 to title challenge by signing just one player. This is taking me back to the window that we had when Moyes first came in. We signed only Fellaini that season. Only Fellaini. Like only him. Then we ended up getting Mata in the January transfer window, this and that. Yeah, cool. But it's like, bro, it's like there's literally, like Flawless said, there's a very strong lack of urgency. And I just don't understand it at all.
Wait. And we got to start dispelling myths because man don't know this. Sorry to cut you off. Around the same as Cunha, basically, let's be real. And Bremo's had one good season when it comes to GNA. We got to start stating facts, people. So the last season, he had 38 appearances. You tell me, Sheik. I'll ask you the question if you think it's good. 20 goals, 7 assists in 38 appearances. Good?
Of course.
Okay. 23-24. 9 goals.
Just to add to that, Flawless, just to add to that as well. We as a team, just want to say this, as a team, not even an attack, we scored 45 goals last season. And Mbeumo's a player who scored damn near half of that himself. Facts. And we're saying that he's not worth that.
You got to dispel myths. Get this one. 23-24. In 25 starts, 9 goals, 6 assists. So you got 15 GNA and 25
starts.
Is that, you reckon that's good?
Yes.
Okay. So that was 23-24. And then 22-23, he got 9 goals and 8 assists and 38 starts. No, sorry, 36 starts.
17 GNA. Good.
17. So where's again? So no.
Mind you, he's also playing for Brentford. He's playing for Brentford.
He's playing for Brentford. Come on, man, people.
Come on, man.
That's very good. For Brentford, that is very good GNA.
Brentford. Like, let's be real.
3.
Man.
That's 3 in a row. Never mind his overall game and what he adds. But we're talking just GNA, people. No, he hasn't had just one good season. What are we talking about here? He's not had one good season. In particular, the second season, I even know about that one. That's incredible. 9 and 6 in 20. Like 20, wait, 25 I told a lie. It was 9 and 6 in 22 starts.
So 15 GNA and 22 starts. What is that per game? Like that's probably a very good statistic per
What are we
game
doing out
considering.
here, man?
Come on,
And then, like
man.
I said, the season before that, the 22-23, he got 9 and 8 in 36 playing for Brentford.
So consider all of that, right? To whoever was saying that in the chat, consider just
Let's
all
wrap
the
up. Big up
stats
to
that
wrap up.
Flawless, yeah, wrap up Haven. Consider all those stats that Flawless has just put up for you, and then compare it to our attack. You don't
No,
think
it's
we
not.
need someone
9
like this?
goals is not. But let's get to this. No, now you changing it to G. Now it's just goals. 9 goals is a good return for a mid-table club. And adding the assists. No, hit us with that because now he's changed it to GNA. 9 and 8 in 36 is very, very good. And 9 and 6 in 22 is very, very good. What are we doing out here? Show me
Come on,
someone else
man.
with them numbers for a mid-table club.
Come on.
Over the past, someone who's matched. Take out the big 6. Take out the big 6 clubs. Show me another attacker that's put up them numbers over the past 3 seasons. Just GNA, since we've gone the GNA route. Someone tell me. Man's playing for Brentford.
By the way,
What are we
Mbeumo,
doing?
he outscored Cunha last season too. Had better GNA than Cunha last season as well.
What are we doing to say
That's the
he's that
same thing. Like we paid
9 goals is
what,
high.
60?
Nah, it's not.
We paid 62 million for Cunha, right? Like was he not worth enough as well? Just like Flawless asked, was that not worth for his right now his price tag? I get it. The market is also inflated. We know the prices that players go for at this day and age. Like I get it. I 100% get it. But you're getting a player who is prem proven. Prem proven. We're not talking about how many appearances he's made in the Prem, this and that. Not like experience or this and that. When we're talking about Prem proven, we're talking about the amount of goals and assists that he got. And to put it into perspective again, we as a club, a team, a squad of 11 players, bar the goalkeeper too, forget about him. A squad of 10 players scored 45 goals last season, 44 goals last season. And Mbeumo scored damn near half of that himself. So if you add Cunha's GNA and Mbeumo's GNA from last season, it is very, very close to the 45. And that is just 2 players. 2 players. So again, it's one of those type of things where I'm just like, bro, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer.
And Josie, don't think I forgot I asked you a question. This guy thinks I forgot. Yo, what probation period did he not, where did he succeed probation-wise from the club? Tell me what was the success. Man thought I forgot. And my guy, you thought, I'll wait 5 to 10 minutes. Nah, what was the success? I didn't forget. Man thought I forgot. The market is inflated and it's tough to find deals, yes.
Yeah,
but I think for him and what he brings, is he 65 million, 70 million pounds worth of quality? Do I think he adds that or more? Yes.
Like Kudus and all these players too who are being linked to certain clubs, they're gonna cost about the same. Yeah, they're either
probably go
more about the same or if not more. So it's like, again, it's one of those things because I've seen a comment where someone says we need to maybe look at other players. The other players are going to cost the same amount, people. We have the best situation right now for Mbeumo because the guy himself said he doesn't want to go to any other club other than Manchester United. He's giving us priority. If there were other clubs involved, and let's say he was willing to listen to offers, then it would be a very, very tough situation. I know how everyone got when Spurs first came into the mix. That, Thomas Frank is his manager, Champions League football. They're going to match how much ever they want to pay him. They're probably going to pay the same amount to Brentford. It would have been a very, very tough situation. Very, very tough situation. But
and now this is about the same argument. Eddie, I'm sending it through to you now. Give me a second. All right. So I never said Amram succeeded flawless. Why are you arguing a point that wasn't made? You don't like it when I do that because you try and duck questions. Then so if you said, let me get this right. He didn't fail in the probation period of the club. He failed in the probation period of the fans. So if he didn't fail in the probation period of the club, that means he succeeded, correct? Or am I mistaken, Sheik? You either succeed or fail in the probation period. Yeah, there's no middle ground. Your probation period is either successful or it's a failure, correct?
It's a failure.
Chat, let me know if I'm bugging here.
No, you're not bugging.
Let me know if I'm bugging. Man can't you can't kid a kidder. Because Josie, you be here trying to bullshit. And man can see that a mile off. You can't, so you either succeed or fail from a probation period. So you said he didn't fail. So therefore, the only other option is succeeded. There's no doing okay in a probation period. You either stay on from a probation period because you were successful, or you get let go from said job. There's no middle ground with a probation period. What are we doing out here? I just say the shit that you don't want to say because I see between the lines. Nonsense. Go on, watch him say, "Oh, it was a middle ground." So again, I ask you. I'll ask you the clear question, Josu. Did he succeed or fail in the probation period in the club's eyes, in your opinion? What are we doing, man? This is it. My bad, Eddie. I got you.
Like, come on,
I know
guys.
We try to do this wordsmith things, man.
We keep bringing it. Like, the stats are there for you guys to see, bro. The guy didn't win a back-to-back games at all in his whole time at Manchester United. Like, he really didn't, bro.
Big up to Jimmy, who says for the super chat. Big up Jimmy. He says he was able to get rid of the club of toxic players. Who were the toxic players in your opinion, Jimmy, that he got rid of?
Rashford.
Then you're asking.
No,
I'm asking. I'm asking him like who they were. Big up for the super chat though. I appreciate it. I would have answered this anyway, but I appreciate you regardless.
Shout out to Jimmy Jack.
Big up to Jimmy because that's a new username. So big up, man. Appreciate it. What are we talking about here? What are we doing?
Yeah, like
I know we try this the smart slick stuff. So go on. That's what I want to know. Did he succeed as in the probation period in the eyes of the club?
And
if so, what did he succeed at?
One thing I want to also talk about in terms of Ruben Amorim as well, bro. I seen a quote yesterday from Xabi Alonso. I don't know if you've read it, Flawless, where Xabi Alonso was talking about how he's willing to change his system.
I did see that.
Yeah. Again, this is another manager who plays a back three. And he's come into a club where he's kind of maybe starting to realize that not all the time a back three is going to be, the best formation going into a game, depending on who you're playing. But now we're hearing from Ruben Amorim that I need this player, I need that player, I need this, I need that, I need, spending money, this and all that type of shit. No. It's all we pretty much asked him to do is adapt. Like, I get it. If you want to stick to your system, cool. I get it. But you could have easily last season gone away from that to get results. And then this season go into obviously the summer transfer window. Let's just say we're not in the situation that we're in right now. But you could have gone to the board and be like, listen, I'm going to switch things up last season in order for us to get results. And then in the summer, if you guys go out and get the players that I want, whatever, that's when we can try to change things. And also to add to that too, all the players that we have been linked to, Cunha and Mbeumo, a lot of these guys that we've been linked to, they're not quote unquote his system players. They're not his system players. These are proven players. These are players who can play in multiple systems. These are also just quality, talented players. It's not like he's going up to them and telling them, I need, these players to play in an outside 10 position or this and that. I need inverted 10s. No, these are just quality players. Like that's what I'm basically trying to say. So it's like, when it comes to that situation, when Xabi Alonso was talking about that, it's an eye raiser because I'm like, yo, if Xabi Alonso is getting that, he understands that he's going to a club like Real Madrid. Real Madrid, in terms of us, like our fans sit here and pretty much, will allow a lot of things to happen. Real Madrid fans don't allow a lot of things to happen. I've seen them criticize Benzema, Bale over the years where they were winning Champions Leagues and they were still, whistling at them after certain games. This is Gareth Bale that we're talking about. And those are what you call standards. Like, he knows that he has a very, very big job currently at this, currently at Real Madrid. So it's like, it's not a situation for him where he can, do trial and implement. Like, he has to get things right. And I think that's what he's pretty much talking about. He's not going to be like, I'm going to be strict towards my system the entire season. I've already seen him play a back four in the Club World Cup.
Yeah, we literally talked about I've watched Madrid. He switched up.
He switched up. He's played a back four already in the Club World Cup.
He's played a back three at times and he's played a back four at times.
That's what I'm talking about. He's switching things up, and now they're in a semi-final against PSG. And that's gotten them there. Like,
Eddie family, what you saying, man?
Big up, Eddie, man. Hope you're blessed.
You saying, family?
Shout out my dogs, man. All is well. It's a hot ass California day.
Oh man, tell me about
it. We cool, man. We cool, dog. No complaints. Hope y'all good too.
Yeah, fam, man. Flaws, yours. What you want to talk about? Because there's not much in regards to me.
I mean, it's not on my yearly calendar. It's not time yet for me to start crashing out on these scrubs, So I'm gonna give them time. Like, I think you said it. I think we've all said it. The most important thing is the outgoings, right? I think once we see the outgoings, we can start to get the ball rolling on shit that we actually want to see being done. But the problem with the outgoings is the amount of money we got to pay these dudes, man. Like, I feel like if somebody did the math, right, on how much Rashford is being paid per year, and then you multiply that by 3, because I think he still has 3 years left on his deal. I feel like we're looking at one player we could have brought in with that financial structure, like with that amount of finances, right? And so for me, that's why I understand. Like, I understand frustrations, right? But it's just for me, like, I'm not there yet, because I always kind of saw it as the only way we were going to see people go through that door is to see people go out. And it's just like, again, people want certain things to be done in a very quick fashion, but we've been there before. We've made mistakes, which is what kind of like why I'm a bit hesitant to go just full crash out about the transfer situation. Like, us rushing to get Anthony through the door costs us about 80 million. Us rushing to get
because we waited on the Anthony deal because he was available earlier, and we waited, and then it ended up costing more because
then we were against it, right?
Like,
we had to get him in before the window had closed.
Nonsense.
We rushed to get the deal done, and we just threw money like that was going to be it. Same thing with Hoyland. Like, people have to understand. And then he's my dog. I love him as a player, but the amount of money we paid Sancho when we paid that to him didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Facts.
We negotiated for 2 years for Jadon Sancho.
Yeah. And you thinking, I'm thinking now, and it's like, yeah, he was one of the better players in the Bundesliga, but he was still like, what, 22, 20?
Yeah, he was young.
He was young. And we put him on these crazy type ways. You know what it was, Sheik? I finally figured out Ed Woodward was treating our contracts like NFL deals.
He was, bro.
Like, I can just put whatever price tag I want to on them, not understanding that, we can do this for way cheaper. Because in America, like you see these first round picks, Flawless, when they sign, they're signing for like $40 million these days just to put pen to paper. That's not even factoring in what they're earned as like a monthly or weekly wage. So off top, they're getting 40 million as like 19 and 20-year-olds. So he kind of took that contract structure and brought it to United, which is why so many players at the tail end of their career were so excited to come to United.
Thanks.
Because they knew what they were going to get wage-wise. And now the unfortunate thing is, to set the balance back is going to take us some time, because, again, if Rashford had, we've said this before too, if Rashford had normal wages for a footballer, he'd be gone by now.
It's just as simple as this too, Eddie. Like, just imagine, right? Like, the three of us, we're currently contracted to Manchester United, and we're earning about more than 100K a week. Someone tells me, "Oh, like you need to leave." I'm gonna be like, "No, this is in your hands. If you want to get me gone, get me gone. I'm gonna sit here and earn my money." Like, when we're hearing things about Rasmus Højlund wants to stay, Onana wants to stay, a lot of these people want to stay. I get it, because they're getting a lot of money, and our club has put them in a position where they're getting a lot of money. So whose hands is this in now? When we hear this stuff about like the whole report of Rasmus Højlund wants to stay, Inter are keen, and all that type of stuff, whose responsibility is it now to get rid of this player? The board, INEOS, all these people. These guys are on hefty money, and they're gonna want to stay. It's a no-brainer. It's obvious.
I'm not pushing back against that. What I'm saying is, I can want you to go, right? But unless I like go the extra mile by removing your locker, telling security, don't allow this dude in the building.
Mm-hmm.
While they're on these wages, we're contractually obligated to fulfill it to the best of our power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's where I'm kind of like with the Bruno thing, right? Of course, our window was sabotaged once Bruno said he's staying.
Mm-hmm.
If it was up to the club, he'd be gone. In my opinion, if the club had their way, he'd be gone. But because, in my opinion, Al Hilal probably changed their mind after they got Inzaghi and said, look, we're going to go in a cheaper direction, we're forced to stick with him. Because you can't tell me, right? Like, let's just look at the timeline with the Bruno situation. He thought he was leaving after the Europa League final.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. Like, he thought he was leaving. Then the contract talks start happening. We don't get they finalized terms or anything like that.
They were just negotiating.
They were just negotiating.
Mm-hmm.
A couple weeks later, he says he's staying. The timeline doesn't add up to the club didn't want him to go. The timeline added up to either Al Hilal pretty much saying, yo, you know what? We're good. This is a waste of time.
You know why? Because we slowed that down. We as soon as they was in for him, we should have been all over that. But we left it in the hands of
It's like if you're Al Hilal, right? If you're Al Hilal and you're about to drop $100 million on a player who doesn't want to be there and showing you no signs that they want to be there, that's just money badly spent.
Yeah. But he did show interest though, because that's why they negotiated.
I mean, negotiation is one thing, but it's like
they made it clear that they wanted to put in a bid. They made it clear that they wanted to put in a bid.
Your outside gal approaches you that you are not interested in. You're not stopping to chat to her. A gal who piques your interest, you're like, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna stand up and chat. You might not end up giving her your number.
No. He was
open the DM.
I said he was interested. Bruno
might have been in the DMs looking through her gram pictures, like, is she nice? Is she not? Let's see, man. Too many headshots, too many,
You got like 4 or 5 DMs from different women, right? And you're looking at all of them, and you're like, okay, you know what? Let me open this one, and let me reply back. That's what
you're playing. Like you're playing the field, right? Like we're engaged in this conversation. You ain't made your mind up.
Yeah.
Before you can even give an answer, she done walked off.
Yeah, because the thing is, and with the Bruno and Al Hilal thing, that was it was an extended period of time. I won't say a long time. I think it was like a couple weeks.
They were talking for like I remember his manager. His manager went to go talk to him.
We should have been all over that. But what we did, idiotically, 2 things. One, that Amorim wanted to keep him for whatever reason. 2, the club wanted to keep him. And the worst of it all is not even the decision that he stayed, that we left it in his hands.
I really don't think the club wanted to keep him. I just think Al Hilal said we're good.
You reckon Al Hilal pulled out the deal?
Yeah, I just think Al Hilal said we're good. We can find somebody else to do what we're asking for. And I think they didn't even have a manager at the time because Inzaghi was still.
We should have struck while they was vulnerable.
I hear you. I just can't. Again, for me, if it's like
the girl's mad at her boyfriend, she lets you hit. She wakes up in the morning, hates herself. It is what it is. You get a point I'm making.
Yes,
for sure. 100%.
You know, like it is what it is, yo. She's on it.
So fuck me for like what?
I say fuck me for.
It's one of those because I'm looking at again just the biggest thing stopping us from selling these players is the wages.
Yes.
Juventus, Inter have all tried to get the Sancho thing done, but the biggest hiccup is the wages.
And that's why we need to stop paying people off.
Yeah. But then, you pay people off, and the money that you used to pay people off would have been used towards a player, don't you think?
Nah, not with I don't think the 5 million from the Sancho deal. No.
I'm saying like.
No, I'm using that.
Yeah, like a Sancho's in his last year, I think. Of his
I'm
contract,
talking about
right?
when I say that, I'm talking about using the Sancho money, the money we got from Chelsea towards the Sancho deal. For example, that's what I'm talking about. If we get this money from the Alanga deal, because it looks like he's going to end up at Newcastle, so we got a 20% release clause, and reports came out today saying Brentford were looking at that and going, this is why they want the amount. Use that. We could get 11, 12 million off that sell-on clause. So you've
use
made
it. Yeah, I'm nothing against Brentford. Like they're obviously trying to negotiate the way that they want to negotiate as a club.
No,
Mbeumo,
Brentford's fuck them.
Yeah, like Mbeumo is their most. Yeah, he's their most valuable player. Like he's their most valuable asset at the club currently. And obviously they're trying to strike a deal. I get all of that, but it goes back to us, bro. Like I completely agree. Like we allowed Bruno Fernandes to make that decision for himself. Bruno Fernandes he himself came out, was putting all those Instagram stories, talked the way that he talked after that European final.
Yeah, he was his headspace.
He was the one, and then we allowed him again to make that decision. To be like, we went up to him and we were like, "Yo, by the way, like I seen a couple of weeks ago, you were saying all this and all that type of stuff. You good, fam?"
Oh,
like,
but let's ask ourselves that though, right? Think about what I'm saying.
Well,
he wanted to go.
I think it's
y'all was saying at a certain point in time he wanted to go.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right? Yeah. They're offering the club whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
The club needs money, and I'm thinking, you guys think that they didn't want him to go?
I don't think they did.
No, I don't think they did. I'll tell you why. Because he said it himself. He said, if the club wants me to leave, I will go. The moment the club made it clear to him that they don't want him to leave is when everything turned around.
I remember talking about wanting to keep him and all that. They wanted him, man. I'm telling you, Eddie.
To keep him.
I'm telling you, man. In my heart of hearts, they genuinely wanted to keep this man.
Once that conversation.
Eddie, so I know you don't want to believe it. I get it, man.
No, because I'm thinking, I'm like, let's like think about where we're at as a club.
Yeah, it's like the Lakers giving Schroeder a max deal. I hear it, man. I get it, fam. See how Eddie just stopped.
Like, yeah, it was unnecessary to even bring us into this situation. It was unnecessary to even bring us into this situation. We're not involved.
Maybe not Schroeder. I'm trying to think of someone the equivalent, but you understand the overall play.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good luck, Sheik. Good luck.
Well, I don't know, like I'm trying to think, he's about like a Austin Reeves. There we go. It's like them saying they Austin Reeves max deal. Good player, does his thing, yes, but if you would give him up for the Lakers to get better overall.
Oh, I mean, again, I'm Dr. Umar when it comes to my team. I have certain requirements that Austin Reeves doesn't feel to be on my team, but we won't put that on wax. So I'll leave that alone. But no, it's tough, man. It really is tough. We'll never know, right? But I think because when it comes to transfers, right? The players we've been linked to actually by the club and not just by like Twitter posts and shit like that of people saying we're linked to this one. Like when they show intent, they show intent. So that's where I get what you guys are saying, because people are talking about the Gyökeres thing. Let's be clear.
I ain't phased about that whole shit.
Yeah,
we never put in a bid for him anyways. We never put in a bid for him anyway.
Thank you, Sheik. If Gyökeres was our number one target, we wouldn't have got Cunha through the door before we got him.
We never put in a bid for him anyway.
The only time we were interested though.
We were interested, but flawless. Why were we interested? The only thing that we were interested because of was because Ruben Amorim is our manager, and he's been playing with him before at Sporting.
Cunha's release clause was what?
62 million, something like that. Yeah, 62 million.
Like if we wanted to, we could have really had him pull up. So I just think that, again, with the Gyökeres thing, I could care less, and I've always said he's not my first choice. Shout out to Arsenal. I don't know how they're gonna make that work, but that's not my problem.
They'll figure that out.
Yeah, they have to figure that.
Yeah, but Madueke crossing the ball to Gyökeres, man.
Crazy. But when INEOS is just at a point now where as a board, you're operating in the negative. Like, you can't go to a bank and ask them for a loan. You have no grace. You have no kind of people see at you, look at you, and they don't see the potential to do well. So at this point, actions are the only thing that'll remotely change their minds. And in actuality, you won't change people's minds about you. You know, it took Jesus performing miracles, people, for non-believers to become believers. INEOS, what that makes you think you Jesus, dog? What you not changing them people?
Yo, I just want to know who's
they don't even have to perform miracles. I ain't saying, hey, you know what? Feed 1,000 with a loaf of bread, turn water to wine. Yo, just give me the bread to feed me. That's all I need, man. I don't need bread for everyone else. Hey, just get me, Hovis bread. Hey, man,
it's nice what I'm saying. Bread. You want them to give you bread? They don't even got grains, Wallace. They don't got no grains.
This is it. I ain't saying turn water into wine. I even asking for JD. Hey, just turn it to Lucasade, man. We good.
The one thing that I don't understand is who's boss, bro. Like, it just
you getting that they turning water into that gas station vodka. You know that gas station that the smokers be drinking shit. You ever seen them little ass bottles?
Yeah, bro,
that's what they trying to.
That's what they trying to do.
Into Coca-Cola.
When it comes to this Bruno Fernandes situation, I just feel like it's a situation where, let's say Omar Barada and all these guys are in a room and Bruno walks in. Omar Barada's looking at everyone saying, yo, Bruno's speaking. Everyone shut the fuck up. Like, he's talking right now. Let him speak. You're his boss. You are employing him. Like, Bruno Fernandes walks into the office. Yo, everyone shut the fuck up. Bruno's here. We need to listen to what he has to say. Why?
It's crazy. Let me get to these 2 super chats. Big up to Def Intervals for the super chat. Appreciate it. You saying pull a Chelsea on them? Yes.
Hey,
that's exactly what I'm saying in terms. I'm guessing you're talking about, because this super chat came around when we were talking about selling players. Push players out of the door. We've done it before. Multiple other clubs have done it before. It's not a difficult thing to do. It's easy. It is really, really, really easy to do. It's a World Cup year, as I keep mentioning and will continue to mention. Players are not sitting out a year. If you make it crystal clear, hey, if you don't find a new club, you will not play at all this season, despite the injuries. Every senior player can get injured in front of you. You will not be a part of this squad. We'll play youth players in front of you. To quote Amarim, the goalkeeping coach is going to play ahead of you. I guarantee players are making moves. Players are not sitting out a year. All right, well, we'll continue to pay you. No problem whatsoever. And it's not even that difficult because clubs are interested in these players as well. Keep stating this. Just slash values. And then you can get these gone. And to Jimmy as well, who was here earlier, says, big up for the super chat, the second one. Appreciate it. Says Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, Anthony, but he missed Bruno. Here's what I say about that, because this is to when you said about toxic players. Rashford, I hear. Sancho, even though I disagree, all right, let's say Sancho is. Garnacho, if you're saying he's toxic, he played him the entire season. Anthony, I don't class as toxic. Not good enough, no, but I don't think Anthony's a toxic player. So out of them, it's 3 out of the 3 out of the 4 you mentioned, the one he persisted with playing. So if you are saying he's toxic, then he's consistently playing. So you're playing a player who's toxic. I disagree with Amarim doing that whatsoever. And to Josie, you asked about, you stepped away. I had to step away because you mentioned about what was it now? Oh yeah, the probation period, because you said I was putting words in your mouth. Not the case. You said that he failed in the probation period in the eyes of the fans. So then that means he was successful in the probation period in the eyes of the board. Because in a probation period, you can either succeed or fail. There's no middle ground. Your probation was successful, here is the job. Your probation was unsuccessful, you don't have the job. There's no middle ground. So that's the point I was making. I wasn't putting no words in your mouth, I'm just stating facts. Someone showed me the middle ground of a probation period. I've had more jobs than Uncle Ruckus. There's no probation period where it's a middle ground. They hire you or sack you.
Yeah.
So if he failed in the eyes of the fans, where did he succeed in the eyes of the board? Bear in mind, Barada already said we didn't expect to be 15th. So that's a black mark. So please elaborate where he was successful in the eyes of the board in regards to the probation plan. What did he do?
Can you pull up his recent comment as well?
I
the most
think.
recent one.
No, I don't want to get
think
this.
when it comes
I don't want to get this.
when it comes to Amorim and it comes to the board
and to Josie as well, I don't hate Bruno, by the way, so don't put them words in my mouth.
I do. Yeah, put that on me.
I want to say that I do.
Bruno.
I wanted to get to that comment because he's saying y'all hate Bruno. Yes, I do. I would sell Bruno for nothing. I'd sell him for pennies. But the fact that our club got a bid of 100 million for him, and people are acting like we shouldn't be acting upon that, when the club, when everything is being told to us that we need to sell players and that we need money, quote unquote. So forget about, it's not even strictly about Bruno. Anybody in our team, after finishing 15th, if a club is coming out and saying they want to pay 100 million for a guy who was part of a squad that finished 15th, of course we're going to be all over it. It's not even about the whole we hate Bruno. I'm going to tell you, though, I do. I would sell him for pennies. It's not even a question.
People have to.
That don't mean just you sell him for pennies. Don't mean you hate him. That just means you don't
it's just
rate him.
I would sell him for pennies. I need him gone from this club, bro. As simple as that. Like I just need him gone.
This is the disconnect, Sheik. This right here is a disconnect between us and them. I won't say who they what. I won't put characteristics on them, but I'll just say us and them. We associate Bruno for good reason with the worst period in our club's history, in the modern era.
Captain of our worst period,
Captain.
By the way.
Yeah. He has been involved in every embarrassing moment that you can think of in the modern era for Manchester United. And he has done nothing within his power to stop it from happening. Whenever we get worked, Bruno is front row not doing a goddamn thing to make sure it doesn't go down that way. From a leadership standpoint, he doesn't do shit. From a on the pitch standpoint, he does not do shit. This guy is a net negative.
Oh, but Eddie, he loves the club though.
But he loves the club.
That's debatable.
Yeah,
exactly.
But he loves it because he's
so
a
don't be
lower.
out here talking about y'all hate. There's no hate towards Bruno from my end. I just don't rate him. That's what it is. So ain't no.
It's just not good enough. That's it, bro.
Please respond to my probation period because I know it's how when we're chatting you have plenty to say. When I ask you a question, you conveniently got to step out. So can I get a response to the original? That's what I want.
I'm sorry.
Forget all of this Bruno stuff. I want to know the probation period because you made a comment and I responded and I've still not got a response. That's what I want to know. Big up to King in the chat as well. That's what I want to know.
Okay.
If you're pissed hot during probation, you go back to jail. Bruno done pissed hot. This manager done pissed hot. Everybody done pissed hot. They should be going to prison. But unfortunately, there's no governing body to lock these
so here it is. Let me get to this. I don't think the club's probation period for Amorim is over yet, so he hasn't failed or succeeded yet. So how long is his probation period?
How long is his probation period?
To answer the question, bro.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, for my sake, I think this is it.
They're just making excuses for this shit, man. Like, come on.
No, I'm being real. Because
you just need the time. How long? So you don't think the probation period is over yet? So how long is the probation period? Because he's been here since November, right? So how long is the probation period?
Honestly, like
he's been here November 2024. I'm correct.
I'd say it's the first 3 months. Because here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying it, right? Here's what I'm saying it.
This is going to be noted down, Josie. So this is going to be good. I want to know when his probation period's over in your eyes and from the club's perspective.
There's how much lower can he go other than relegation?
I want to know. I need the time. And another question too. Another question on top of this, Josie. So he hasn't failed or succeeded yet. Is he currently failing or succeeding though? What is currently going on? Is he failing in the probation period?
And I hope you're being real. Like, be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. Be honest,
because I want the answer to these two questions because this will clear up a whole lot.
Yeah.
Because we holding him to this day, so don't worry about it.
Like again,
and by the way,
what more can you do?
Stop now, Eddie. I'm with you. Answer the question. Stop it. I answer every question you lot have, including Josu. Answer my question. So you've said I don't think the club's probation period for Amorim is over yet. So he hasn't failed or succeeded. To be honest, it's still. So how long is the probation period?
He said he's with me. He says 3 months. 3 months.
By the way, also if
wait, 3 months. Hold up. So that date is 1 second. So 3 months.
3 months from the start of the season.
July, August, September.
Yeah,
let's just say most November.
From the beginning of the season.
I think we'll get a few months into the 25-26. So he's failing currently right now.
Yeah.
So he's failing the probation period right now. What's a few months? Give me a specific date. What's a few months? Is it 2 months? Is it 3 months? Is it 4 months? Is it 5 months? What is it? I need a date.
He said he's with me. He said he's with me. So I think
I think he'll get a few months. So we saying 3 months from now. This is why I just need a date to clear it up. Don't say you're with Eddie. State the date yourself.
Yeah.
What's the date? Just a month. So he's failing right now. We've established this. We're in agreement that he's failing right now in regards to his probation period. So he's failed from November up until July. So that's November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So he's failed for 9 months.
Absolutely.
So how much longer does he have? He's failing for 9 months.
And I think he got what, a year contract?
Baby's been conceived and born, and he's failing during that period of time. So I just need a month.
Yeah.
That's it. I still ain't got
month. The season starts when?
So August. Next month.
August, September, October. I think we're all in agreement that if it doesn't change by Christmas, I would even say no.
Well, I even forget that. I want Josu's thoughts on it because Josu was the one. The reason why I'm on this because he jumped out the window and said he's failed in the eyes of the fans' probation period, but not in the clubs. So I'm asking. Few months, hard to say exact date as it really depends on transfers, in my opinion. But Josu, they're gonna do the business in it. See how managers moving goalposts consistently. Can't get a straight answer out of man. Can't get no straight answer whatsoever. A few months, hard to say exact date. So his probation periods whenever then, because a few months can be a month or 4 months. What's a few months? A few months can be 6 months.
Yeah, it's man,
bro. We can't be waiting. We can't be waiting for 2 or 3 months, bro. We need to. We can't be waiting, bro. We can't be waiting for 2 or 3 months, bro. For this, you know what I'm saying? If this guy comes good or not, I don't want to hear about. It takes time to do.
The transfer window was no good because you said you're giving INEOS leeway because they got a tough job to. How long does INEOS get? That's what I want to know. How long does INEOS get to turn it around, Joseph? They've been here a long time.
But INEOS,
they ain't been here that long.
They've been here a long time, fam.
Yeah,
a year?
But they chose to buy this club, bro.
They was is it a year? Probably about a year.
A year. Yeah, I think
they got in by July. I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think
INEOS chose to buy the club, bro.
They've been in and around the club.
I'm asking for a month. How can man say a few months? A few months? What are we saying? August? Are we saying September? Are we saying October? And base it off what you think's gonna happen in the window. We can deal with hypotheticals here. We're not dodging this. So tell me, Joe, before you go in, you can ask me this. Give me 1 second. However you think the window's gonna go, Josu. So however you think we do what we do in the window, whether it's good, bad, average, what do you think Manchester United are gonna do? And we'll base it off that. That's what
throwing some hypotheticals. Don't tell me if we sign this player, if we sign that player, I'm gonna give him at the end of this time. Just do that.
That's what what we doing now. Go on, what's the question? What's the question, Eddie?
So, what does INEOS doing a good job look like to you?
This transfer window.
Yes, so I have it
and clearing them out.
So is the manager included in INEOS's your views on INEOS as well?
Oh, that's the mistake they made. I'm just saying get rid of him when the time's right.
Yeah, we shouldn't be waiting 13 games, bro. We shouldn't be waiting 9 or 13 games of the season to sack him, bro.
They won't.
Make decisions for the club. Start off there. Stop listening to people.
So I hear this. He says, if we sign Mbeumo, a decent striker, a good midfielder on top of Cunha, I think they'll give him. So, do you think we do this?
There we go.
Do you think we sign Mbeumo, a decent striker, a good midfielder? I don't know if I'm talking Spanish or talking French or talking Italian. Joseph, what do you think is going to happen? I said base it. Don't hit me with ifs. Tell me what you think the club's going to do. What's your opinion on the club? What are they going to do this window? Do they sign these 4 players or 3? Yeah, it's 4. Do we get Mbeumo, a decent striker, and a good midfielder, in your opinion? If that's yes, then it clears up what is expected down the line. Maybe you don't think they do this. What's your opinion on INEOS? Because you like to back these lot. Let's see how much you put your money where your mouth is. Let's see where you back these lot. Let's see where you back this lot. Now we're going to find out. This is why I ask these questions. You're back giving them time, so they should do a good job, in your opinion, yes? Otherwise, you think they're not. It's gonna be good. You lot continue to run up the likes as well.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm just getting agitated by it. I'm just starting to get agitated, even more agitated every day what goes by from about INEOS, fam.
Definitely. Reason why man don't want to answer because man don't believe what he's saying. That's why. This is why we getting ups and downs and not getting no straight answers. What do you believe INEOS are going to do this window is a simple question. I think we will. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So you think we signed, I don't want to misquote you. So you think we get Mbeumo, a decent striker, a good midfielder. So what we say in November is his grace period. So his probation's up by November.
Well, shit, if it's August, hold up. If the season starts in August, is it end of August? Mid-August? When exactly?
When mid-August the season starts, 13th. It's the Friday. I think Liverpool are the first game. Hold up, one sec.
Arsenal,
I tell a lie. The 15th of August, the season starts that weekend.
So
I think it's Liverpool born the first game. I think.
Fuck November. He could be out by October.
Bro, just look at our first 5 games of the season. We can
start off with just 3 points. About the first 5 games. He could be out by October.
Bro, I'm giving this guy 5 to 6 games, bro.
We play Arsenal, we play Fulham, we play Burnley, we play City, we play Chelsea. That could possibly be, if I'm being very realistic, going based off of last season and our run of form last season, it could be 3 points out of a possible 15. And then you know how the conversations are going to get after those 5 games. I'm telling you, you know how the conversations are going to get.
So back
to a possible 15.
Yeah, so to Josu who says, okay, so Josu thinks we're going to get Mbeumo, a striker, a decent striker, a good midfield on top of Cunha. Yeah. So that's 1, 2. So that's 4 players. Okay, so Josu, what's deemed a success then? In his probation period now, from now up until, you said 3 months, November. So we'll say November. What's a successful period? So from August to November, what's a successful period results-wise in your eyes and performances? Which takes us to, I don't know if are we classing the actual month of November as well? Are we actually are we classing that as
I took out, once I heard that August 15th was the start date, I really took November out because in my head, between August, September, and October, that's enough time for him to get embarrassed or make a name for himself, and at the same time show what INEOS is actually about when it comes to this manager. Because like I've said, he's in the negative. Then after the negative is default, your account default. So then they just close the joint and you owe them money. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he's fired at that point. We have 5 games to start out with that will legit show us if he has anything about himself this season. You actually won't need 3 months.
No,
you'll be able to tell in the first 5 games.
5 games, yeah.
By the way, Eddie, after 5 games, Eddie is Arsenal. If you don't know, Arsenal at home, Fulham away, Burnley at home, City away, Chelsea at home.
Yeah,
that's our first 5.
That's our first 5
That's beautiful. Games. There's nowhere for him to hide.
That is bro. That is doable, bro. Like, that's Chelsea beautiful. Don't have Chelsea don't have a great record at Old Trafford. Like, Chelsea don't.
Let me ask you a question. Outside of Burnley, are we currently better than any of them teams?
No.
Oh, there's no excuses though.
Burnley,
we finished flawless. We finished 15.
I can care less.
I get why they've come up with those games.
One solid, flawless.
Go on.
I'm only allowing him to lose 1 game out of those 5.
Look at this. Yeah. Think about it this way.
I hear it.
You're a real one.
In past seasons,
that's it. He only got 1 loss, and I'm cool.
Eve, you know what's crazy, Eddie? I think that's harsh, but I understand.
Yeah. But against
flawless, it's the bright lights. Flawless. This is Manchester United. This is bright lights for you. You can't sit here. We can't sit here and complain about the fixture run that we've had. First of all, if you looked at seasons before, a 15th place club does have fixtures like this in the start of the season. They do. A 15th place club always does have fixtures like this. They played a couple of top 6 teams in the first couple of games of their season. This is what a 15th place club does. And it's again, these are the bright lights. This is Manchester United. If you're looking at these fixtures, you need to be prepared. What did Saeed say? If you prepare, you will fail.
Yes, word to
Saeed.
If you prepare, you fail, man. Word to Saeed.
Word to him.
And
you have to prepare.
Don't quit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, players don't quit. You have to prepare, bro. Like I'm sorry, but like,
but that's it.
The fixture list came out. Cool. People had their opinions about it, but now it's time to get to work. And we are not currently prepared for these first 5 games in the season. We're going into a preseason with the people that made us finish 15.
Yeah, and to Jimmy as well. He did a super chat. I'm shout out to Rants. My name's Flawless, man.
Yeah.
Carlos, if you really want to know.
I read that and I was like,
you know what I'm saying? And that Carlos is the government name. Flawless is the tag. Mr. Take Note, Mr. Laughing at my own jokes. People's prophet, man of the people. There are many things you can call me. Just please be nicer than the majority of the chat. So yeah, Jimmy, I'm gonna take this and just say this was an accident on your part and just cut and just move on. But big up for the super chat.
Y'all look alike.
All
you look alike.
No, but this is what it is, bro. I'm giving Amarin 5 to 6 games. I'm giving them 5 to 6 games, bro. I ain't giving this guy 9, 13 games, bro, because we might be out of the Carabao Cup by then, bro. You get me? We might be out the Carabao Cup by then as well, fam. So you know what I'm saying? So I ain't giving this guy like what we did with Ten Hag. We gave Ten Hag like 9 or 10 games, bro. You don't need to see. You only need to see like 5 games, bro. And that and
like this
and
guy did so bad. This guy did so bad this first season that we will be able to tell if anything's drastically different within the first couple of games.
And you know what's crazy? I believe it will be. That's the craziest part. No, even though see people are saying, like you said, Eddie, like what they want to happen. Let's say it is Cunha and Mbeumo, new striker, midfielder. Do we believe it's going to be vastly different? No. Will it be better? Yes, because the individuals, but it's the Ollie thing all over again. We all know Ollie is terrible.
Again, for us, like, because we read the game, we'll be able to see what his imprint is. What talent
when he has better players on the in the team. We'll be able 100%. And I'm looking forward to that too. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not
bad players. He's still gonna pick. Onana still gonna play. Shaw still gonna play. Maguire still gonna play. Dalot still gonna play. Mount still gonna play. If Garnacho's here, he's gonna play him. If Rashford's here, he's still gonna play him. If Anthony's here, he's still gonna play him. If Sancho's here, he's still gonna play. He's still gonna play these players,
bro.
That's the beauty of it.
We played these players last season. Why is he gonna stop all of a sudden?
No, they'll no again.
And by the way, we're playing 1 game a week. We're playing 1 game a week. It's not like you need to do squad rotation. Bro, I've been saying this. 1 game a week, it's the best time for you to trim down your squad. Because you don't actually have to utilize your squad in different competitions. It is the best time for you to trim down your squad.
Yeah, but
this guy's going to continue to play the same people again. Again, it goes back to the club and it goes back to him. He's telling the club that certain people need to be here. Why are we not hearing about Andre Onana leaving all of a sudden? Because I'm telling you, he's telling the club that Andre Onana is okay for us to be in goal. Why is Bruno Fernandes not leaving? Because he's told the club that he likes Bruno Fernandes. They're listening to him. That's what we need to stop. I asked this question earlier. Who's boss? Who's the boss currently right now? Are they listening to him or is he listening to them? Is he answering to them or are they answering to him? Again, when Ruben Amorim and Bruno Fernandes walk into the press conference room or the meeting room, everyone shuts the fuck up. Like, that's just what happens, bro. Like, everyone gets quiet. Omar Brada stands up and he says, listen, I don't want to hear a word from no one. Ruben's here. Bruno's here. Everyone shut the fuck up. No one's going to talk. Only they are going to speak. And they hand over the mic to them. And they go up to them and they be like, okay, Ruben, okay, Bruno, what do we need to do next? Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Take over the club. You guys are the employers. These people are the employees. As simple as that. Act like the employer. Act like the employer, bro.
That's it. And
you took the words out of my mouth. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, BDM, like, we are the employer, not the employee. Yes, I agree with that.
We are the employer, bro. You are the employer.
At least. Oh, this is interesting.
This guy decided to keep Onana because he has a warm, welcoming relationship with him. You get me?
You know what I'm saying? We're friends. We're friends.
Only thing warm between those two is the spoon they share. That's about it.
It's because one day I was feeling hungry one day and Onana covered me.
You talk about the ice cream people, so man. It's warm ice cream.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that ice cream, man. Ice cream, Mac.
Yeah,
it's hot fudge, man. It's hot fudge. To Jimmy, it's cool. Don't worry about it, man. I don't take no offense. It was just funny. It's cool. I bet it was on auto type. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. It's all good.
This board, yeah, honestly,
I don't
bro.
take myself that serious, and you apologize. It's cool.
Mohammed,
You
I didn't say it's all
There you
Amram's
go.
fault. I'm talking about literally like your comment. I'm talking about INEOS. I'm saying INEOS need to start making decisions for themselves as a board. Stop listening to players. Stop
Yes.
listening to fans. Do your
Yes.
own job.
Yeah.
Do
Yes.
your own job.
Do your
That's
own
what
job.
I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's all Amram's fault. I'm saying don't allow Amram to make all the decisions. Make your own decisions.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what you've
Save
been
him
hyping.
from himself, man.
Because you're
That's the moral of the story. Save the
above him.
dude from himself.
Yes, you're above him. It's like
You're
just to
above
take a
him.
quick example. If I tell Flawless, you should stop doing content like this. He's not supposed to listen to me. This is his channel. He's gonna make decisions for
Yes.
himself.
But you
For
ain't
the
Yes.
betterment
I'll
of
take it on
Sarcasm
board
City
what you say.
TV.
I'll take it
Like
on
that's
board,
what I'm
but,
trying
you
to
know,
say.
You've proven to be so.
Yeah.
You've had success outside of here, so it makes sense if you say that. Like,
Yeah,
alright,
but
cool,
it's
I'm
like
listening.
end of the day, Flawless, the decision's yours, and you need to make the decision yourself. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Is that you're
Yes.
always going to think of the betterment of Sarcasm City TV as a channel, regardless of what people say. Will you take our opinions? Yes. You will take our opinions. You will
If
hear
I
them.
tell you leave your post as the mayor of Magnesia, you're not gonna listen.
You're not gonna do it.
You're
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna
what I'm
listen.
saying.
You're
Yo,
gonna do
Flawless,
what you
allow.
wanna do.
Yo, like Flawless,
You
allow
still
this
gonna
whole
post
milk
Margot
content.
Robbie.
Yeah.
You still might post Scarlett Johansson. It's
Exactly.
gonna happen, man.
Yep.
Yo, we go tell Flawless, yo, Flawless, allow this milk content, focus more on Manchester United. You ain't gonna listen to us.
Nah, I ain't
You don't
gonna
think
listen,
about. That's
bro.
what I'm
I do what I
saying.
want. That's
So
what Shelby. I do what I
it goes
want.
back to that, bro. It's just
Nah,
like
chance, yo.
See what I said? See what I said?
you guys are the employers. Act like the employers. That's what I'm saying. Act like the employers. As simple as that, bro. You're a Manchester
Yes.
United football club. It's a big juggernaut club. You need to take decisions, initiative yourself instead of listening to what people have to say, fan backlash, all of that shit. The previous
Yep.
people did it too. I'm going back to the decision that they made about MG11. When we first heard that MG11 wanted to stay, they wanted to keep him. And when there was some sort of backlash, they went away from it.
It was the
They went away.
Paid attention.
it was the women's team. It was. Let me get to
Yeah.
this from Joseph as well. Says we need to get at least 75% of available points if we make these signings. Because in my opinion, we just need some goal scorers for our results to vastly improve. So no excuses if he gets Cunha and well, you think he's gonna get Cunha and Mbeumo, a center forward and the midfielder. They're the four that you mentioned. Cool. So you're saying 75%. Hey, we don't hold you to this, Joseph. 75%. I'm guessing up till November. Obviously, you're gonna have to get someone to help with the math.
Joseph,
75%
dark energy, Joseph, dark energy.
Alright.
Yeah,
75% of points available. I will not forget this. 75%. All right, cool.
Flawless, trust
And
me, we
that's
get
to
this every
know-
season.
That's to
outlandish results
November.
every
Hey,
season.
Josu, does this include? Is this up till November or does this include the month of November? I'm gonna go do the math on this.
No, I got you. Flawless. Say
You know
no
what I'm saying?
more,
Appreciate.
bro.
Are we
Say
saying
no
up
more.
until November, or are you saying during? Is it the end of November?
Yeah, tell
That's
us
what I
that,
wanna
and
know.
I will start the match right now. No
Yeah,
problem.
we gonna do
Yeah.
because up until November is 1 second. Is it 9 games? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, it's more than
6,
that.
7, 8. Nah, it's 9. Up until
Oh,
November
it is
is
9.
9
Okay,
games.
so
And
75.
then
9 games
and
is
then-
27 points.
Okay, what's 75% of 27?
I got you.
And then if it's November included, that's 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, all right.
13.
Okay, so out of a possible 27 points,
Yeah.
we need at least 20 points according to Joseph.
So 75% of 27 points is 20.
20.
And
Okay,
Eddie,
and then-
and Eddie, I need 20 points too.
20
I need
points.
20
20 points.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you got
We
masses.
need-
I'm no good at math.
We need
letting you lot
20
know.
points out of a possible 27 according
Okay,
to
and then if it's
Joseph
30,
and
if
Eddie.
it's,
Okay.
if it's 13 games, if it's November,
13
if it's
games.
13.
13 games. I got you. That's what?
39.
39. So 75% of 39.
Yeah, what's 75% of 39?
29 points. 30. We'll say 30. 30 points.
So now we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll
So
say
10
29.
wins. That's
Josie, my
10,
guy.
10 wins.
So
10
we're saying if it's up until November, it's 20 points. If it's the end of November, it's 29 points.
And
This
this
is
is
all
one
right,
game a week. This
All
is
right, cool. All right, cool. We will be here.
We will be
Okay.
there, man.
So
20
again,
points.
to put it into
November or
perspective,
20
Flawless.
all right. Okay.
To put it into
All right.
perspective again, points
Cool.
is cool, right? Let's talk about wins real quick. So you said 27 points is 9 games. 20 points is about a little over 6 wins. Let's say 6 wins and 2 draws. So out of 9 games, according to him, we need 6 wins. And then out of 13 games, we need 10 wins. Just to put it
And
into
if you ask him
perspective.
his predictions, he ain't predicting that many wins.
10 wins out of 13.
I ain't predicting 10
6 out of
13.
9. I'm going to remember this. Trust me, I ain't forgetting about
10
it.
wins out of 13, you know.
Yeah.
10 wins
And
out of
mind
13.
you,
That's with the
who are we
signings.
playing as well?
That's,
In the
and on
first.
top of that, that is with the signings that
With the signings.
he said
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the signings that are needed and the signings he thinks we're gonna
So,
get. He thinks
yeah,
I ain't
so
forgetting that.
I don't want to hear any excuse.
Before you go, King, if we don't
Mm.
make the signings that you think we're gonna make, that means INEOS failed from the jump.
Yeah.
And if INEOS
And
getting the
I-
signings and Amarim don't get these points, it means Amarim's failed then.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
either or is failed. All right.
There's
And
nowhere.
then
Yeah, and I don't want-
There's
again, to put
nowhere.
into,
There's
to
nowhere
put
to
into
hide.
perspective.
Like,
To put into,
let's say this. We'll be, because people are still making it seem like it's out the ordinary. Okay, so the closer he is to 30 points, the better. The closer he is to 20 points, the better. I'll give him like a 3-point grace period, right? So if he comes back, we come back to this conversation. Let's say he has 17 out of 29.
Yeah.
He has I'll legit go 17. That's the lowest I'll go. 17.
Because he said, like I said, Josie said it, he said at least 75%. So up until November, 75% is 20 points. If it's the game before the 1st of November. If it's the end of November with them extra 3 games, it's 29 points.
Yeah.
Also, to add,
so if he falls short, if he gets the 4 players and he falls short, that's on him. If he don't get him the players, that means INEOS has failed. Because
nobody has any room to hide. People.
No,
We're
I
talking about a team that was just
what do you
15.
think's gonna happen? He said they're gonna sign 4 players. All right, we'll be
Yeah,
here, man.
and I don't want to hear.
Just to add to that too. Out of the first 9 games that we play Arsenal
Have you
at
seen
home,
that run?
Man City away, Chelsea at home, Liverpool away. That's 4 games right there out of the 9. So if, let's say, we start off the first 5, just to be a little bit realistic, let's say we do lose to Arsenal, we do lose to City, we lose to Chelsea. We have to then go on a 6. We have to win the rest 6 games. We have to, according to him. Just putting it into perspective. Out of the first 9 games, and in the first 9 games, we play 4 big 6 sides. Just saying. I'm just saying, people.
Bro, I don't want to hear.
Before you go to Junaid, who says rival fan, but it's borderline unfair to expect less than 1 loss in those first 5. LOL. Junaid, I agree with you, but here the thing is, he's lost the what's the word I'm looking for?
Credibility.
Yeah. Not even credibility.
It's not even lost it though, Flawless.
No,
he
he's
never
lost
had
any defense of him because he's been so bad. If he had been decent, I'd be here saying, yeah, that's completely unfair. You've been so bad that anything that I think is over the top or unfair, I'll let slide because of you. I'll defend you.
Another thing I just thought about too, in those 9 games that we have to win, right? 6, we haven't won a back-to-back game under this manager.
But here's the crazy part, Sheik. Look at our record against the top 6. Look at our record. Look at his record against the top 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. The only team he hasn't beat is Chelsea. That's because Rude was the intern for one of the Chelsea matches. The last one we already shit out of luck, so it was already a terrible squad.
Just saying this. So Amarim did well, so you're not really worried, because if we're looking here, this is you know what? This is title, and especially after November. Pardon me. This is title winning form. If you've got 29 points out of, it was a possible 33, right? Was it 33?
Not 39. So 39. We said
39. If you get 29 points out of a possible 39, like that's not title contending.
That's what I'm saying.
You're challenging.
27. I'll even 27 is fine. I'll give him 3. I'll get, like you said, 27. So out of a possible 39, if we're here at 27, I hope we have it marked down.
That is title contending.
Side did the math. He said 85 points out of a possible 114. 85 in the last couple of years can win you a league. Just saying that.
So we're getting 85 points, Josu, is what you're saying.
According to his
what was Ten Hag's highest point total? Like 73?
What, Ten Hag?
Ten Hag's highest point total was what, like 73?
No. We haven't reached 70 points since Ollie. We haven't reached 70 points since Ollie.
Yes, since Ollie. Yeah, I think under 10 Hag it was like 63 or something like that.
Something. I'll tell you right now. So
it was 60 something.
22, 23, right?
He got to beat that. That's what he got to beat.
Yeah, his highest.
Whatever. That's for the season. If he stays that long.
Oh, you're right. Actually, I'm sorry. It was 75 points. Was it?
It was
75 points. You're right.
I'm
thinking about goals scored. I was thinking about goals scored. Yeah, so
It was
75 points.
and
He'd
we
have
were,
to beat
what, third place?
third place. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his benchmark.
Yeah. It was 75
I don't
points.
want to hear any excuse about injuries as well. But we lost these games because we had injuries. No, I don't want to hear the injuries excuse, bro. I don't want to
And I
hear
don't-
no injury excuse.
Another thing I don't want to hear is we were unbeaten for this long. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't care about
Yes.
how long we were unbeaten for. We need to get points. We need to get results.
even the Burnley and even the Burnley and Fulham games, yeah, we have a good record against Fulham, bro. We have a good record against them, bro. Every time when we seem to play them, we always seem to beat them. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's 2 wins straight away. And despite how bad Man United have been, Man United have a good record against Chelsea. And obviously, last season, if you remember, the last game that we played Arsenal at Old Trafford, we should have beaten them. You get me? We should have beaten them. So we should have beaten them. So people can say, oh, we got tough games and that. Everyone has tough games, bro. You get me, bro?
It's
You
the
know what I'm
Premier
gonna say?
League.
It's a Premier League, bro. You get
Also,
it?
just to add as well, right? Just to put into perspective again, people, for the people who are not understanding. The comment
Yeah.
right here on the chat says Asper hosts who 85 points out of 114. Do you know how much Liverpool won how many points they had this season when they won the league?
84. Yeah, 84. I thought so. Yeah, 84.
84. The season before that, City had 91. The season before that, City had 89. Just letting you guys know again, 85 Liverpool won the league this year by 84 points.
So we're winning the league next season, man.
No, flawless. Liverpool won the league this year by 84 points.
So you heard it
Bro,
here, fam.
flawless.
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 Second half of the season, flawless. Second half of the season, we're on a fucking title charge, mate.
Yeah.
Second half of the
bro.
season, we're going on a title charge.
Bro,
Hey,
it was the same.
Who was eighth place? Who was eighth place? Who was eighth place?
Eighth place was it? I'll tell you now. Give me a sec.
This season,
bro. Yeah.
Brighton were eighth place.
Yeah,
Brighton.
How many points?
61 points.
Again, 70 is the bare minimum. I'm asking for from him. If he's on pace to get us 70, because again, like I said, Ten Hag got us 73, and that football was just vibes. It was just vibes.
Hey, Sham,
sure, mate.
Sham, I couldn't find it. You know what, Sham? I couldn't find the champers to celebrate the league.
I gotta cut though, fellas. Are we on tomorrow?
Big Eddie.
Yeah, of course. And 4:30 will be on early. It's only because back again went over. So I
no worries. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, then, fellas.
Big up, Eddie.
All right.
So damn, 75% might be crazy then.
Man said
no changes.
Man said 85 points, bro.
He can change it. That's fair. So he's saying 75% is that's fair. I understand.
So, bro, this is the same shit. This is the same shit. What United fans? This was the same shit last season when people was like, "Oh, we bring in Ruven Nistelrooy as a coach. We are going to bring we are going to bring in Rude Flawless. You remember the Rude thing, yeah? We're going to bring Rude and Nistelrooy. He's going to get the best out of Højlund. He's going to get Højlund to score 15 goals. He's going to get Rashford scoring 15 goals. You get me? He's going to get Bruno scoring 20 goals. That's what we were hearing.
Yeah.
We were
6th and 5th was like 66 points. Obviously, Forest 65.7, Brighton. So anything in and around that gets you top 6. It's 66 points. I don't know what the percentage is on that overall in the season. I don't know how many wins and draws that would be. I'll leave you lot to do the maths.
This was the same crap though, Flawless. These are the same man that were chatting the same crap about Ruven Nistelrooy is going to improve this player and that player because he was a striker. You get me? He was a legend at Man United. This and that. And we kept on telling these people, Højlund's not going to get 15 goals, bro. You know what I mean? Bruno's never going to get 20 goals, bro. Rashford's going to get 20. These are the same people that would say we were going to get like, 85 goals or something, or 70 goals or something like that. And what did we end up on, bro? We ended up on 44 goals. Like you know what I'm saying?
I said, why can't I do the maths? Because you do the maths, nephew. I don't know I don't know to get to 66 points, how many games you have to win out. I don't know the percentage. You do the maths then. You do the maths, big man.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
I don't know what the percentage is. This is why you lot here. You know what I'm saying? You lot do the maths.
These owners as well, yeah. Bro, flawless.
Go on.
Flawless. These owners as well, yeah, bro. It took these owners, yeah, because I just did some research because on Fabrizio Romano, yeah, I did some research on because the first bid that we put for Brian and for Brian Mbeumo was 4th of June. Was that was the 4th or 6th of June, yeah, and then literally, yeah, the 6th of June we put. I think the 6th of June we put in the first bid. Literally, it's took these man 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks to submit a second bid, and the second bid failed, bro. Yeah, on the 23rd of June, we made a second bid, and the second bid failed. We knew that Brentford wanted 65 to 70 million pounds. The reason why they wanted 65 to 70 right now is because they are seeing Gittins and João Pedro and Madueke going for like 50 mil. They are looking at the market, and they are saying that Mbeumo is better than João Pedro. He's better than Madueke. You know what I mean? And he's better than Gittins. They are looking at the market right now. If these men are going for 50 something mil, and if Elanga's going for 50 something mil, like Mbeumo has to be 70. This is the situation that we got ourselves in, flawless. This is the situation that the owners have got themselves in. Like, I understand the first bid, yeah, was to test the waters, 45 plus 10 in add-ons, but bro, how can you wait 2.5 weeks for you to make a next bid, and then that still gets rejected, bro?
You know why? That's why.
It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. All you needed to do, to do was offer like 6 mil plus 5 in add-ons or something like that. You know what I mean? That's all you needed to do. Offer 60 mil up front plus 5 in add-ons or something like that. Then we won't be in this freaking situation, bro. And now apparently we're in active talks. Active talks for a third bid. Like, it's taking us like a week now. It's taking us a week now to like get the third bid done. It's like, bro, come on, man. It's like, what are we doing here, bro? Yeah. Mateta will probably go for 50 mil max, and Johan Wissa from Brentford has got 1 year left on his contract. He's got 1 year.
Visa like makes sense. Like, you could go there and try and get him.
You can go and get Wissa, bro. Wissa's the same age as Mateta. He's 28, bro, and he's got 1 year left on his contract, bro. Like, why aren't Man United? No one's in for him as well, bro. I haven't seen no links to Wissa. I haven't heard no one's been interested in Wissa. Why aren't Man United in for Wissa? But we're in for freaking, but we're in for Watkins, and we want to pay 40 mil for Watkins. It's like, come on, man. What are we doing, man?
On the thing with the math says 60% will get United, 68%. I was gonna make a stereotype joke, but after what Jay did mistaking me for Rants, I didn't want to go there. But I appreciate man out here doing the maths. I'll let you lot fill in the blanks on that one as well.
2 + 2 is 4 minus 1. That 3 quick maths, bro. Shout out Big Shaq and that. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Someone to pop up in the chat and tell me I love chicken. But yeah, you lot, put up the like.
I heard it all today, man.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you lot subscribe to Chic TV, people. Subscribe to Chic TV. Links in the title. You can click the link, open up a new tab. The link's underneath in the description of every live stream, not just this one. It's also on the featured channel page. Or you can just not be lazy and go to YouTube and type in Chic TV in the search bar, and it will pop up. Road to 1K, and there's just a couple of things I wanted to get to because I got a move because I'm playing football, so I got to get a move on as well. So this aside, flawless. Do you think INEOS taking time for transfers because they want to be good and spot on, and they don't want to make decisions to rush in the old days? Here's what I'd say to this. I don't think they want the mistakes, but you have to move swift. Football moves on in the window quick. So what they're trying to do, there's no reasons these things should be taking so long. And I'm not even talking about the impromptu. I'm not talking about that. Outgoings. That's where my issue lies. Outgoings has been slow because there's been not to one minimum 5 players gone and not one is sold on the 7th of July is a travesty.
And one thing got 70 mil for Garnacho.
The only people that have left the club are the people who's contracted right now. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And wanting 70 mil for Garnacho, what? Wanting 70 mil for Garnacho, wanting like what? 25 from Hoyland. But brother, why are we asking for all of these price tags, bro? Like, bro, 40 mil is good enough for Garnacho. Freaking 10 million is good for Hoyland. What are we doing, bro? Why are we haggling over 25 mil for Hoyland or freaking 70 mil for Garnacho, bro? We ain't gonna get that. We ain't in the position where we can ask for all of these price tags to be putting price tag on players, bro. You get me? We ain't in that position.
Facts. But hey, Sheik, shout out your channel. Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man, crazy. I appreciate you having me on. Big up to Eddie, big up to King, big up to you, Flawless. Big up to the chat as well, man. I love these type of streams. You know, start of the season, when we hear all these claims about certain things in the season, we've been hearing it for the past 2 years. We had Denton, we had Z, and then obviously, you know, whatever we heard today. But you guys can find me on
TV. Back. I respect it. Even he was like,
yeah, he did take it back. That's why I won't like bring up his name, and he said that because
I'll still mention his name. But I hear it.
Just the stuff that, you know, things were said on the stream. But yeah, you guys can find me on Sheik TV. I should be going live literally in 10 minutes on Hassam's channel for A-listers. So pull up there. We're obviously going to be talking to Igala about the whole Gyökeres stuff. Lewis is going to be there. All the great content creators are going to be there, man. So show up. And then 10 p.m. UK time, we'll be live for Mud Brothers. Look at this guy, this absolute crooks eye in the chat, obviously saying people don't miss today. Mud Brothers, it will be fun on Sheik TV. It's because we've been doing drafts for the past couple of weeks. So today's draft, or today's idea of the draft, is Big 6 teams, only Big 6 clubs. The rest of the panelists, and including myself, will be choosing players from the Big 6 teams. You're only allowed to pick one player from your own club and 2 other players from the rest of the teams to form your 11. So we will be doing that. And then super chats also are going to be based off of that. Sheik left of one name. Oh, I didn't say Vader either. So it's like,
leave Vader.
I was just thinking of like whatever was obviously just.
Oh, Vader's a funny guy, bro. Vader's a funny guy, man. Vader cracks me up. Oh.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, Vader is hilarious, man.
Vader's hilarious, yo.
Ultimate gaslighter, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, you guys can find me on Sheik TV, people. Like I said, road to 1K. We're on the road to 1K. I think we're at 919 subscribers right now. The road to 1K. I haven't been doing content for the past week or so, but I'm back today. I have the next 2 days off, so you guys will see a lot of content. And I just did a career mode, EFC career mode stream just right before this stream as well. And we lost our unbeaten streak. We lost to Liverpool away from home. It is what it is. But yeah, we're on title charge. We're on a title charge.
Title charge.
What time Good Brothers again, fam? What time?
10 p.m. UK. Yeah, if you want to pull up us, you can. Yeah, if you want to pull up.
I'm not about to. I'm going to head in football shortly, so I probably won't even be about.
We're doing clubs today.
Yes, clubs. Yeah. 11:30.
I'll be there for clubs.
11:30. We'll run clubs because we got to do the playoffs. Because I won't do. Oh yeah, Warrior asked earlier. I don't even know if he's still in the chat. It won't be the United Liverpool Bayesian show today because there's no news surrounding either club people. So that's why there's no. But big up, who said there. I know I flicked it off the screen, but he said, "Great stream. Love the discussions we get going." Yeah, man. So do I, man. So do I, because we all want what's best for Manchester United football clubs. But run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, follow the Sarcasm City TV playback. You get Club World Cup watch-alongs are all over there. The semi-finals, the final won't be on the YouTube channel. Over on the Sarcasm City TV playback. Same way boxing watch-alongs, Usyk Dubois 2, Canelo Crawford, Eubank Jr. versus Conor Ben 2, all over on there. UFC, Sheik holds that down over on the playback as well as his YouTube channel as well. Once the Premier League resumes, all the non-Manchester United watch-alongs will be over there. Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup, all over there. NBA as well. And for those that don't know, the playback app is just the app you download, just like YouTube. The same way you watching the comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on playback. So download the app for free, create an account for free, and then you follow for free. And it gets even crazier over there, people, as well. And on top of that, we are also available on all audio platforms as well. So this show, all the other shows you see on the channel, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. all on there. So if you're on Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV and you can hear this audio only form. Maybe you don't want to see our faces. Maybe you walking around, maybe you driving, maybe you cooking, maybe you cleaning, whatever the case may be, people. So yeah, audio only on Spotify and on iTunes and wherever you listen to podcasts as well. We're going to redirect over to Saeed, people. Saeed's live right now, Straight Jacket Podcast. So I need all of you lot to put Sarcasm City TV raid in this chat. But before we do that, how many likes are we on here? All right, 75 likes. Props to you lot. Did we get any new subscribers? Let's see. I'm just refreshing. But yeah, hit the like button. Again, love to everyone supporting. Keep a lookout on the schedule because it's subject to change because of transfer news. And yeah, man, we hit the target as well. 15,215.
Big up, man.
Big up.
This has been, again, Sarcasm City TV raid inside each chat. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.